Hey, good evening. Hi, this is Jan from New York City. My channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How's everybody doing this evening? Hope that you had an amazing and a fantastic day right before you. And now you want to kick back a little bit. I want to reminisce a little bit about how banking has changed. Boy, has banking changed since back in my day. Now, I know I'm dating myself doing this, but I'm a proud 63-year-old young person. No, no, no. I'm proud to be 63. I'm 63, and that's the way it is. But I could tell you that a lot has changed since my childhood to the moment of now when it comes to banking. First of all, back in the day, back in my days, let's say in the 60s, and I was a little girl, I remember precisely my mother saying, "We got to go to the bank now. We got to go to the bank now because the bank doesn't open till 9, blah, 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 blah." And it was like a strict, and I mean, literally like banker's hours. I guess that's where the terminology came from. The banks would literally open 9 on the dot, and I mean on the dot precise. And they would close for the day at 3 o'clock because they think it had something to do with when the stock market would open and the stock market would close, something to that effect. But whatever the reason actually was, those banks were not open till 9 and closed promptly at 3. That means if you had to do of an important transaction, okay, and you showed up at that bank at 3:02, you're out of luck. Tough toenails. And that was it until the very next business day. Or there was a thing hiding behind the wall on the outside of the bank called a night depository, which was simply a pull-out drawer, if you will, like in the street, just pull it out of the wall on the outside of the bank and dump your envelope in there with your transaction. That sounds real safe, doesn't it? And I am not kidding. But there are some things that I do like kind of miss about those days. For example, if you put money into a savings account, to a passbook savings account, remember that word passbook? I couldn't wait when I was a little girl to get my little savings passbook. Oh, it was so cute. I just couldn't wait. My parents had assigned me to and actually, like, through the grammar school of which I attended, then ended up teaching in, they had this program where the kids could sign up and have little bank books to get us in the habit of saving, of which they would assign us bank books to the local banks in our area here in New York City. And we'd put in whatever we want. The option was ours, whatever little or less or whatever big, whatever you have to put in. And they would deposit the funds into the bank. We'd get the bank book returned to us in the beginning of the week. And then let's say on a Thursday we'd get the bank book back and it would actually show the little increments and the increases. It was so cute. And I remembered that too. Like, let's see, independently, I had my bank book and I wanted to withdraw some money for whatever, fun item I wanted. It was my money. My mother said, "It's your money to spend. Spend it how you want." She did. And then we'd go to the bank and take out the little passbook and make the withdrawal. It was fun. I have to say, reminiscing back in the 1960s banking, it was fun. It did have its drawbacks. Today, I mean, and since pretty much I would say about the middle, late 70s or whatever, when ATMs came into vogue, automated or automatic teller machine, something to that effect. Back in my day, we had real tellers that were really at windows or behind little bars, little cages that did every single transaction for you. Who can remember that vividly? Let me know in the comment section below. But you know what? The way we banked has changed. Now, let's fast forward it to the moment of now. I mean, people could bank from phones. We could bank from our phones, our homes, our office, or at the actual physical bank. Uh, Never have to worry about tellers. If you don't want to deal with a teller to make a withdrawal, you just take a card, tap, tap, there's your cash, bing, bang, boom. And people still complain. With all the modern day conveniences, back in my day, if you missed it, you missed it. Let's say you really needed a serious withdrawal and it was a Friday and you couldn't get to your bank by that wonderful 3 o'clock thing. If it was 3:05, too bad, so sad, till Monday morning. I kid you not. I kid you not. So in many ways, even though I'm reminiscing about the childhood factor and, of course, the wonderful memories of mom being with me and all this and all that and the passbook and all that. But nothing beats the conveniences in that area of right now. This is why I have a little bit of a problem when a person can't even lift up a phone or tap on a computer screen, tap, 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 to keep tabs of their account. I personally, I don't get it because it's so easy. I mean, rain, shine, blizzards, you could check your account. I mean, to me, there is no excuse. And a lot of people get into trouble because they like, well, whatever which way the wind may blow, I'll check my account. Well, sometimes that's not a good practice because there may be mistakes that you don't know have happened. Therefore, this is really what I'm really bringing up. Despite all of the changes as far as automation goes, have our own personal habits changed over time? Do we take saving seriously? Do we take the discipline of it seriously? Do we figure, it's all automated, let the automated, don't get me wrong, that's a wonderful thing. So let's say a person gets a regular paycheck deposit on X number of day out of the month, and they have an automatic savings transfer. All good, all great. I get that. But I don't know about you. I still think it's a good idea to check on it once in a while. Or, for example, you may have withdrawals on subscriptions that you don't even care about anymore, things that you don't even look at anymore. And that's coming out of your account monthly, monthly, monthly for no really good reason. And that item isn't even getting used. So you see, I personally believe it's very important to keep tabs. Okay. Now, don't, no. Okay. Let's talk about checking accounts, for example, like a physical check. Honestly, I don't remember the last time I ever wrote out a physical check. I don't even remember. That is so old hat to me. That is so ridiculously inexpensive at times. It is just old hat to me. That's the way I've been looking at it. Better off paying things, the nice, clean way, but still without having to write out a check, but still keep on top of your payments. Know what is going on, what is coming out of your account, what is going in your account. We, all of us, when I say you, I mean myself included, all of us, we have to be attentive. While a lot of things are on the back burner for convenience, a lot of things we still have to manage. Do I miss having to rely on a person, a teller, a physical teller every single time of a transaction like in the good old days? No, no. Because honestly, at this time, I don't have that time. I also don't want to have to like always have to go directly to the bank to do something. No, it is so much easier today, but with that ease and convenience, we still bear a responsibility. And we should never ever forget our end of the deal. With all that convenience, we still have to do our part. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for listening. Why? Because I really do appreciate you. Don't forget to come back in the future for another nighttime version of me. I'll be back in a second. Have an amazing, fantastic night. Take good care. Good night.